The question today is, what is your destiny? In Luke chapter 4, Jesus returns to his hometown after having ministered in Capernaum. And his hometown had heard about all the wonderful things he had done in Capernaum. And so he goes into the synagogue, as was his norm, and he opened up the book of Isaiah, where it says, "The Spirit of the Lord is upon me because he has anointed me." And so Jesus reads this to them, and he said to them, "Today this is fulfilled in your hearing." And the people wondered at his gracious words. And Jesus said to them, "You're going to tell me, physician, heal yourself. Whatever was done in Capernaum, do here in your own hometown." Jesus then gives them some examples of what happened with Elijah and Elisha. In terms of Naaman the Syrian, he was the only one that was healed of leprosy. And he was a Syrian. He was not a Jew. And then he also shared with the widow, the Lord providing, making provision for her on a regular basis. And she was not a Jew. She was from another country. And so the people of his hometown got very angry with him for telling them that, because in essence, what Jesus was saying is that, listen, they believed, they expected, so they received. You're not expecting, so you're not going to receive anything. So they got angry with him. The word of God says that they led him to the brow of the cliff or the hill that their city was built on to throw him over. And the Bible tells us that Jesus walked right through the midst of them. And then when we look in the book of Acts, Paul was supposed to go and stand before Caesar to preach the gospel. So he's on his way. He's on a journey to go to Rome. And guess what happens? Their boat is shipwrecked. So Paul went from being a prisoner on that ship to being now the leader, because the Lord spoke to him and told him that no one would be lost. And he told them exactly what to do so everyone would survive. So what happened was, when the boat hit two seas, the boat crushed, started to fall apart. And so the prisoners that were there on the boat, they all jumped into the ocean, and they held, those that could swim, they swam. And those who didn't know how to swim, they held on to parts of the boat. And all of them were saved. Now, what I want you to see is Jesus' destiny was not to be thrown over a cliff. Jesus' destiny was the cross. With Paul's destiny was to stand before Caesar. It wasn't for him to die in a shipwreck. So my question to you is, what is your destiny? Is it for you to die from a sickness, a disease, or is it for you to live a long life testifying of the goodness of God, healing you and bringing you through every circumstance and situation that you faced in your life? The Word of God tells us in Deuteronomy, choose you this day. Choose what your destiny is going to be. Yes, it's your destiny. You can choose. So choose. Are you going to succumb to what someone told you, or are you going to succumb to what God says to you? You choose this day. And my prayer is, like God, when he spoke to the children of Israel, he said to them, choose life. And so my prayer for you today is, choose life. Shake off the fear. Shake off the sluggishness. Shake off the worry and say, no, I choose to believe life. I choose to live a long, profitable, successful life, testifying of the goodness of God. So I end with this. What is your destiny? Choose today.